sir. I got this.
Hey folks, this is ioEther, and we're back with some more World of Tanks. So as you can see, this is WoT, and he's in one of my favorite tanks at tier 6, the A-43, and he's got the small gun on it. Now WoT was around in time to watch me decimate with this tank with the small gun on it in a I think it was a tier 6 or 7 game, or something like that. Don't remember. Do remember firing out a lot of gold in that game, and WoT apparently decided that this tank with the small gun is the best gun on the tank. Not 100% certain if that's true stats wise, but it is definitely true as far as I'm concerned. And in my heart, I will always think the best gun on this thing is the 57mm, which is what he's got equipped right now. Now he doesn't have any gold rounds at all. It's 100% AP, no HE. This is a mistake as far as I'm concerned. He really does need some... Oh, seriously? That's not... There we go. That's what I want to do. Anyways, he needs some other types of ammo in there. But before we actually get into the game proper, and before I keep ranting about this, as always, if you want to support the channel directly, then my GameWisp link is in the description below. Or you can simply hit the like button. Either one will work just as well. If you do support me via GameWisp, then perks include getting your names in games where I can add your names into, like say when I do the XCOM 2 series, which is currently being produced. Ooh, sadly missing that shot on the dick. Ooh, but catching his track with the second attempt. First shot missing, unfortunate. Dicker Max was reversing, so... Okay, well that DLC made a weird turn. So I, kind of understand the first shot missing, but oh well, doesn't really matter. WoT is not concerned. He's rushing around to help his improv. Wow, this words are hard apparently. Improvised platoon mate as he platooned up with 3 people in the game, and is now going to charge this ioI experimental while he's looking the wrong way, gets in under his gun, and he's just going to keep pumping shots in. Now he's going to get shot by the T20/2, taking his ammo rack out. I'm just going to jump into free cam so that we can more easily watch him. And hasn't put that, there we go, now he's put the ammo rack back in. He's going to use the T29 as bait, let the T29 take the first shot, and then he's going to charge it and start dishing out some damage. Nope, apparently he's going to get stuck on the wreck of the OI. And the T29 is going to kill the T... No! Nice shot from WoT, stealing that kill out from under the T29. The rest of the team is winning, actually. Cool. And there's a TOG 2 in the middle of the map, so we're going to go and get some experience as we shoot the Pinata. It is dueling with a Jackson S200Y, and WoT's just going to sit on this ridge line for a little bit and get some well-earned experience as he, well, yeah. This would be the time for HE, by the way. Shooting at the rear of a TOG, yeah, that would be a great time for some HE. The TOG is interested in us, which is bad because one more shell like that and we are not going to be here anymore. So WoT is really quite cautious as he pushes up, using basically this shelf as a firing slit, and only the smallest amount of his tank is still exposed as he continues to pour shots into this poor TOG 2 has no choice but to die. The scores are pretty much even. We're losing now, but not by much, and enemy LC's almost dead. Enemy Tiger P's on barely a threat hit points. And WoT has found the back of this poor T29 who can't do a thing about it. He is dueling with the SU-152, who's much more dangerous than this poor, this tiny little A-43 that's pecking at him. But this many shells into the back of his tank cannot be fun. Tiger P on the enemy team taking out our SU. T29 swings his turret around And crap, this would be a great time for some gold. Wow, that could pull a snipe. Good lord, I didn't think that was ever gonna... Wow. I didn't think that was possible. I mean, from this angle, with this gun, this is what? Come on, show me the pen. The 112 pen, at this angle, at that range, I didn't think that that was ever gonna go in. But apparently, ioEther proved me wrong. Now he charges at the back of the Tiger P, is going to get a beautiful shot lined up fully and takes out the Tiger P. He has 1 kill away from Radley Walters and 3 away from pools. Yeah, let's go get our pools. He's actually going to let the T-29 go ahead of him, which is a good plan, because a surprise ELC is a great way to die, especially when you have 129 health left. The ELC is not in the little compartment that ioEther is aiming at. He's actually around the corner, so the T-29 is going to have to go all the way around, and there's no chance that ioEther gets this kill. Right. So there goes his pools medal, completely gone. No chance of getting that now, unfortunately. But there's still a bishop and another tiger that are out there, and we can still get that Radley Walters off them, assuming our Jackson doesn't murder them both, of course. And Jackson looking like he's going to hunt down the bishop, finds the bishop and the tiger one, and starts by putting a shot into the bishop. Killing the bishop. Tiger one takes out the Jackson, though, and so now it is 2-on-1. The tiger having more health than, not quite more health than both of our heroes combined, but he can take ioEther out in a single shot. So ioEther cannot be the first person that tiger sees. He's swinging around the other way. He's going to go and link up with the T-29 as best he can, or at least come in about the same time so the tiger doesn't know he's here until it's way too late. There you go, he's going to wait in this little ambush position, and he's going to let the T-29 shoot the tiger and then get shot by the tiger. Well, the tiger's definitely looking in that direction. ioEther pops out and starts putting rounds into the back of this tiger. The tiger has no idea where these rounds are coming from. Can we get the last round in? Just for anyone who missed that, just after we secured the Radley Walters, the T-29 rammed the tiger for what would have been his last 14 health. So if that last shot had bounced, we would have lost the Radley Walters, because apparently this T-29 is not into giving people medals. He wants to take as much damage and kills for himself as he can. That really wasn't paying attention. It doesn't really matter which one happened. It's an interesting place for that pull, but that was a well-played game. Mastery Badge, Ace Tanker, Bruiser, Duelist, and Fire for Effect. And then, of course, the coveted Radley Walters. Wow, good job, sir. We don't need to mention the Top Gun because at this point in time it's superfluous. It's just there as extra awesomeness. Wow. Only thing that he shot at that he didn't kill was the Skoda. Everything else that he connected shells with, he killed. That is pretty awesome. T-29 deserves props along with the Jackson. All three of these guys carried this game, but these two are tier 7 tanks. Tier 6, bottom of the board, effectively carrying a tier 7 game is really quite impressive, especially considering he was using a tier 5 gun. The T57, or the T50, yes, yeah, T57, totally. The 57mm, only 112 penetration on those standard shells. See, you don't need to use gold to do awesome, but you do need awesome positioning and and amazing map awareness, as ioEther displayed in this particular game. Being exactly in the right place, exactly the right time, and sniping the right targets to take down his enemies without getting, putting himself in too much danger. 45 shots fired, only 31 of them penned, but when you can fire out shots that fast, it doesn't matter if a few of them miss. You're only firing regular or standard ammo anyway, and he fired 45 shots. It barely cost him anything. He made a ton of cash considering how much he only lost 10 grand or whatever, right? That's still a ton of coin and a ton of experience. If he'd had personal reserves and the platoon bonus going on, this would have been a fairly substantial chunk towards his next tank. That is pretty awesome. Thank you so much for saying that in, URP. And for everybody else out there, anybody who wants to support the channel, the best way, as always, is my Game List link. Again, in the description below, or you can simply hit the like button. And thank you all for watching. Have a great night, and this is ioEther out.